Today's idea is so simple you've probably never thought of it, but if you struggle making good contact from the ground with your fairway clubs, then I think this could really help you. Before we get into today's video, I really want to take a couple of seconds and stop and say a huge thank you to everyone watching the channel and to all 30,000+ of you that now subscribe. This week the channel hit that 30,000 mark, and as I film this we're getting closer to 31,000. I genuinely couldn't be more grateful for every view, every like and every comment. And the most satisfying thing from my point of view is getting into those comments every day, reading what you have to say and learning how much the videos are helping. I'm really looking forward to continuing this journey. Thanks for the support, and don't forget to get down in those comments and say hi. Where do you look when you hit the golf ball? Seems like a fairly simple question with a pretty obvious answer for most of you, but just stick with this idea for a second and consider that by shifting your focus or shifting your attention, you can dramatically improve your ball striking. You probably answered that you look at the ball, and for most of you that can work just fine. We've always been told to look at the ball, keep our eye on the ball, don't take your eye off the ball. But we also know by now that the best players hit the ball first and the ground second. The club's interaction with the ground or the earth takes place after the golf ball for these fairway shots. That skill is demonstrated uniformly by every good player on the planet. And for those of you struggling with your ball striking, the chances are that the low point or the bottom of your swing arc isn't happening after the ball, it's happening before the ball. Allow me to demonstrate the concept of low point and where this club should hit the ground using the divot board training aid. The divot board training aid is an excellent tool for allowing you to highlight and identify exactly where your club is hitting the ground. And in this example here, you'll notice how the club strikes the ball first and then strikes the mat or the divot board second. And that's exactly what we're looking for on all of our fairway shots. So if hitting the ground after the ball is what we're looking for, it makes some sense for some people to shift their attention from looking at the ball, or even the back of the ball in some cases, to looking in front of the ball, target side of the ball, moving one's attention from on the ball and shifting it a couple of inches, 3 or 4 inches further forwards. So now I'm looking at a spot on the ground in front of the ball. And that small shift in concept and that small shift in your focus can have a significant effect on shifting your low point of your swing 2 or 3 inches further forward, which many of you would benefit from greatly. That's the type of ball striking that we're all searching for, striving for, good solid contact. I can hear that I hit the ball first, I can feel that I struck the mat second. This is something that should help so many of you, and if you've never given this a thought, I'd highly encourage you to give it a try. And we can extend this concept beyond the fairway clubs to other clubs as well. I will state that the biggest benefit for this concept, I believe, lies in those fairway shots, because the precision required for hitting those is the greatest. You've got to hit the ball first and the ground second, and most of you who struggle with your ball striking are deficient in that skill. Tee the ball up with the driver though, and if you don't feel like you're getting enough of an upward angle of attack, we can take our attention now and shift it back behind the ball. I could look at the back of the ball, and that could help to encourage me to have a bit more of a upward angle of attack with this driver, help me launch it a bit higher, help me hit it a bit further. Remember from last week's lesson, we don't lean back to look at the back of the ball. We keep all of our weight forward with the driver, push our weight forward with the hips, keep my head behind the ball, looking at the back of the ball, go ahead and smash the driver down the fairway. Not my Sunday best, I didn't quite middle it, but it's down the center of the fairway. Perfectly functional driver, and I hit up on that 3 degrees with this driver, which is perfectly okay for me with the driver. 3 degrees, 2 to 3 degrees up is absolutely fine. I hit 4 or 5 degrees down with the 8-iron shot that I hit earlier. So that shift in whether I hit up or whether I hit slightly more down on the ball can be influenced by something as simple as where you place your focus and where you place your attention. Give it a try, Let me know how you get on. Today's video serves as a continuation on the theme of improving the low point, following recent videos on a similar topic. The divot board itself is a training aid that I endorse. I enjoy using it, and I think it helps you to train a better understanding and awareness of low point. If you're interested in getting yourself one of these, I'll put a link down in the description. There is a $10 off coupon that's valid for a couple more days. The offer finishes on May 22nd. So if you want to take advantage of $10 off one of these, get down in the description, click on the link and use the code 10OFF10, which I'll write down here. Of course, it would be wonderful if moving your attention and shifting where you place your focus shifted your low point and guaranteed where that club was going to hit the ground. Of course, it isn't that simple, and this won't necessarily be the magic answer for everybody. But if you did find this useful and you found that it helped you, please go ahead and hit the like button, because it really helps the video to get seen by more people. If, however, you've tried shifting your attention but your low point control is still erratic, then you're going to need to go and check out this video next, which talks about the importance of the location of your weight in the golf swing, and how having your weight forward and utilizing the concept of a wrench can really improve your ball striking.